Alright, what's up? What's up? Good day today. Got some stuff done. Can't put no there we go, no light on. So funny thing is, the last few days, hey mom, the last few days, listening to some religious rhetoric, some religious conversation. Guess the question is, do you love Jesus? Do you love Jesus? Do you love the religion that you're in? And the question was posed to me in a condemning sense, like I was being kind of condemned for, like I didn't love him or didn't understand it. I don't know what part of the Bible it was in, but I read it or heard a sermon, and the message I think from the Bible was, the only way to God is it's along the lines of the only way to the Father is through the Son, right? So if the only way to the Father is through the Son, and also keeping in mind there's reasons to believe, right, that none of this stuff ever happened in the first place. I guess that's neither here nor there. So it's kind of like, if you can deem some of this stuff fraudulent or irrelevant, then it really don't matter. But the point is, let's just say it did happen and it was over 2,000 some years ago, right? So if they ask you how you love somebody that was here over 2,000 years ago, what type of fucking love are they talking about now? It's like historical love. I would say I love Abraham Lincoln and George Washington more than I love somebody from 2,000 years ago. Okay, let's start with that. And and a slew of other people, But the reason I say that is because you couldn't even prove that anything he said was even true, and it's not. And again, that's not even important because what it says in there is, only way to the Father, is to the Jesus said he brings us to his Father, and that is it. So the sense I have is, and this is anybody. I don't understand what the condemning is all about. But you just have to understand that, he has been, the way the Bible put it, he's been received after his birth in Bethlehem as, the Savior, right? He was perceived as a Savior and also a messenger. So how much love would you have for a messenger? Like, what is he like? What? And I'm not taking nothing from it because if people want to fall in love with him, or I think I've been dealing with the idea of, here 2021 this year, that this motherfucker keep trying to approach me, right, in a crazy way. Well, it's this place or this realm where they can run simulations and see how shit gonna turn out. And, I don't know. Long story short, being condemned for not loving somebody. First of all, you were a boy. I'm a boy. So what the fuck you talking about in the first place? Secondly, Jesus is not God, for it says he brung us to his Son, to God, or whatever the hell that is. And he also told people, please don't treat me a certain way. Please don't do that. I'm only here to take you to my Father in heaven. And that was it. That was his only message. And yeah, he dropped some gems in the Bible as if it was true. I'll say again, as if it was true. As if it was fucking true. So my only thing I can say is you can't condemn nobody for not being in love or falling in love with this name or this rhetoric, because if we going back 2,000 years, we can't forget the history behind all this shit, right? Why go back 2,000 years and skip 1914 or 1720, 1960? Can go a little higher. Long story short, the rhetoric of this guy ain't pristine. So I think, I don't know. You know what you know. You grow through it. And I seen the movie Roots at a very young age. And I'm not just, I'm not sharing any discrepancy against religion or like that. But falling in love is a very intimate word. Falling in love is an intimate word. And quite frankly, it's only room for about maybe one or two motherfuckers in that whole thing for me. Maybe three. I got an older sister, and if you got a sister, it's different. For my mom, my sister, and hopefully my wife or girlfriend. And that's it. Boys is like, brothers and brethren and all that good stuff. But, what is it for them to look at a guy and say, what is it to look at somebody and say, are you in love with a guy? Like, that don't make no sense. It never did. So it doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense for me to acknowledge myself as a Christian, but to be honed on or hounded about being in love with the Son of God or the potential Son of God. No, that's not what the book said. So if everything about it is in the book, that's not what the hell it says or what it means. So I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with the world when they keep trying to hone in on the idea of that kind of love for this guy. And you can go on YouTube, and I think that's been nothing but a blessing to a lot of people. Educational purpose, whatever else they just do whatever they do. But you can find some intimate details about Christianity or any other religion you want to. And quite frankly, like I said, what I learned is that he actually mentioned and said, I'm gonna keep reiterating that, He made these statements about, I point you to God, I point you to God. That's it. He never wanted to feel like he was supposed to have, the church or people in love with him or beloved him any different. So, all of this bullshit that be happening just be sounding like, why everybody acting so fucking retarded when it comes to asking me or anybody else, are you in love with you? Yes, I love him. No more, and I say no more and no less than I love my own family or my own brother. If it was even real or whatever the case is. But please don't hone on that question as if we saying fault, because what I realized in the last couple of days is that when people take religion to the next step I decided a few years ago, because I grew up very religious all my life pretty much, I decided to just do some digging. Like, what's the point of being at the age when you want to, dedicate yourself and grow in and all that stuff? And the facts don't always add up. It's almost like you asking to dedicate yourself to confusion, and we're not hamsters. We don't run on wheels all fucking day. So, in the shade. In the shade. Ain't too much shade around. So I don't mind it over here. So I guess the point is when they mention, this religious thing, and they kind of want to begin to chastise somebody about how you feel about an individual. I think it's important to point out, you only can love but so much. You know what I'm saying? And you only can love but so damn much. So I be sitting there like, why do I keep hearing that? You don't love him. No, that's not true. He just don't want to. If there is a Jesus, in a sense, he's not trying to accept the love that's been offered to him. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how many times the entity of that has been a violation or cross the line or acting like he's supposed to just get away with doing bullshit. Fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I kind of had to deal with. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird like that, man. But it's like, Pete did hear the sound? Hear that? Hold up. Where you at? He cranking right. Little bro up there somewhere. Where you at? If we going ham, I can't even find her. There you go. Just doing this thing. He up there somewhere. I'll point to him if I see him. Anyway, he right there. Hold up. There you go. Doing this thing. Anyway, long story short. Long story short. Well, long story short. It just seemed like we all have been confused about it. And my dad used to say, you know, my dad used to say, if you decide to read the Bible, start from the New Testament, then read the Old Testament. I think he told me why too. He said because we're in a new age. And I agree with it. So I kind of checked it out for a little bit and I said, but you know what? I think it was written the way it was written for a reason. I never complained about it. So I decided, I was like, you know what, I'll read the New Testament a little bit. But I said, nah, that's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. So I went ahead, read the Old Testament, you know. And the reason I say that is because there's some stuff in the Old Testament you shouldn't skip out on before you try to get into it, you know, get into the words and all of that. And there's some stuff you shouldn't skip out on. And I think that's the whole point of reading any book. You know what I mean? Some of this stuff is prior to what you should know going forward. You should know some of this stuff. There he up there somewhere. He going crazy. He going ham. Where he at? All right, they got a wire. So if I see the wire, he on the main bark, past that one. And he behind them leaves right there. He behind them leaves. Right there. Hold it up. Ah. There you go right there. I see him now. He got his tail popping. It's a little squirrel right in the middle. You see that tree right there? It's a squirrel. If I can zoom in on him a little bit. Oh. Anyway, long story short, I would be one to just tell people don't misunderstand the Bible for what it is. That's I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not a scholar. I'm far from a scholar in it, but you know, over the years I've heard, and I say over the years I don't mean just like 3 or 4 I'm talking about. So, you know, I got a little know-how. It's just that, you know, I wouldn't expect anybody to want to be offensive about how they talking to you about it. But, you know, you get to the point where you decide you're either going to want to go in and learn, make sure you're doing the right thing, or you're not. So, Anyway, I don't know what's for lunch today, but I don't know. I guess the next time I get asked that question about are you a Christian, are you this, are you that, you know, do you feel like, he's your savior and all of this stuff? I don't know. So I've been dealing with some stuff, just crazy things. I'm happy I found my man right there. He's still going in. Yeah, he's stretching out a little bit now. There you go. He's still right there. Anyway. Oh. Early today, I decided to stop trying. I decided to not. I decided to give up, stop trying to curse. I said, I can't. But I keep it in mind. Mainly because my parents don't. I always had to keep it in mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't curse. So I had to learn to respect that. Respect that. But I gave up trying to quit. I shouldn't give up trying to quit because I almost, slipped up a couple of times. But anyway, I'll take that. But I'm going to keep trying to quit regardless, but just not now. What you want, man? You all right? I guess you all right. I don't know. He or she, I don't know. Man. Anyway, I don't know. That's my Christian summarization. Seen this video earlier today about, just warnings and warning. They're not saying what's going on, but a lot of climate changes and stuff going on. Earthquakes. I think the scale go from 1 to 5. Gotta send some love to Cali. Double LY. I send some love to Cali. They got all type of stuff going on over there in the summertime. I don't know if it's always the end of the summer or whatever they always have going on. They doing all right. And Mexico too. Mexico has some too. And apparently we getting a slew of blind birds. And they're getting sick and getting blind. I think they're trying to determine if it's contagious or not or how bad it is, but yeah, seen some info earlier, man. It's a warning that stuff is happening right now. We gotta watch out for. So I guess it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. Really? I guess that's it though. What's another day? But again, that's what my dad said, and I believe him. I think he said that kind of like to inform us that. Probably kinda to inform us that I think he mentioned that the reason why he said the reason why he preferred to at least start with the New Testament is to know the days and times we are in right now. That was the reason why. So you can look at it either way. You want to read it for the days and times we're in right now, or you look at it like you reading the book for what it is. And the bottom line is, this book over 5,000 pages. So, however long it's going to take for you to read the New Testament, if you decide to read it all the way through, you mess around and get to the Old Testament. You fuck around and get to it. So you're going to miss some of them gems in there, about, because I look at it and I should mention to them, me and my pop can talk about it, but it's kind of like, if Jesus is referencing God, you would see that in the New Testament, they don't mention certain things anymore, and I don't think I can't recall any encounters with God or the Lord in the New Testament much. I think the New Testament, and again, I'm not a scholar, I don't know it all, but the New Testament, he pretty much is born, he was on the run, and he said, I'm about to be about my father's business. Be about my father's business. You know what I'm saying? He was 12 years old when he said, supposedly 12 years old when he said that. So he left home when he was 12 years old, and he pretty much is on the run, doing his thing. 40 days and 40 nights with the devil. Ain't give in. Didn't give in at all. And they was on his ass. They was on his ass after that. That was it. Something like that. I mean, not, again, I don't know for sure. I forget, but I don't know. It was worth brushing up on it. Because what did he get? I guess he got a message, or he got a message, or prophecy, realizing that his end was coming. He was 33 years old, and he told his disciples all of that. I think they referenced that in at least the first 4 books: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I'm not sure. Again, I don't even Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, First, Second Corinthians, whatever the hell they did. I don't remember. But the point is, I gotta read it to make sure I know for sure. But after all of this happened, the rest of the Bible was his disciples kind of telling the story. I think over reminiscing a little bit. And not a no, a lot of it actually. There's a lot more books in there. But again, it's over 5,000 pages of this stuff. So my dad said, and if I'd have kept reading the New Testament from when he said it, I probably would have. The way I read, I probably would have still been in the New Testament any damn way. But again, there's a lot of this stuff, you learn, and you should check out the Old Testament. I recommended it, for myself. So I don't know, do lunch, have coffee today. I'm gone.